Hey, warrior woman. This is Linda Winegar, and we're in this fight together. And from now on, I'm not going to sit back and let Satan talk to you like that.
Do you ever think your whole day is ruined because you didn't wake up on time, or because your morning routine got thrown off somehow? Why is that? The Lord wouldn't ever give you a guilt trip. I know those thoughts can only come from one place. Sometimes it's easy to agree with Satan when he is telling me that my efforts to connect with Christ were not enough. Probably because I know personally how powerful that time can be. But I hate that I let him discourage me like that, because as if that really were the case anyway. So I have learned that there are different seasons in my life, and sometimes I can go to the temple every day for 60 days and feel so connected with Christ. And then I'm made to quarantine without being able to go into the temple at all, and have to get creative with how I connect with Christ. I have felt the Lord loves my efforts, though, no matter what. So the Lord has commanded us to remember him always. He didn't just say, remember me in the temple, or remember me only during your morning routine. So I have tried to find pockets of time where I can read or listen to scriptures, talks, or podcasts that help me to remember Christ more often, because I can't always connect with him the same way. But no matter how I do, he still fills my cup. I have also recently found out that I'm not the only one who loves exercising while listening to general conference talks. So we might need to start a general conference gym. That's all I'm saying. No, but for reals, guess what? No matter how little or how much time I spend connecting with Christ, whatever way works best for me, the adversary is always right there telling me that it's not enough and that it doesn't count for some crazy reason he just made up. He drives me nuts. From 1 minute, he's distracting me from connecting with Christ to the next, telling me that my connection wasn't good enough. He's so fickle and inconsistent. That's how you know it's not from God, but that it's one of Satan's tactics. Anyways, in one of my efforts to find something to watch while feeding baby girl, I came across an LDS Living Real Questions episode. I'll include the link. It was an episode with Dr. Carrie Skarda, one of the authors of the book called The Power of Stillness, Mindful Living for Latter-day Saints. She said, Christ comes to women, and she gave 3 examples found in the scriptures. 1, the woman in the well, the woman at the well, in the well. She was doing her chores when Christ taught her. 2, Emma Smith, while cleaning up after her husband and friends. And we learned just a few weeks ago through our Come Follow Me reading assignments that she received inspiration right then to ask her husband, the prophet Joseph Smith, to inquire of the Lord about it. And what followed was the revelation of the word of wisdom that we have today, which laws are given to protect our bodies. And 3, Mary, the mother of Jesus, who was about her life when an angel appeared to her in her path. So those are just 3 examples. But she said we don't always have to go to the mountaintop to receive revelation for our lives. So I love those examples that prove to us that Christ can come to us women. She then shared my favorite analogy to help drive this point. She said it's like when she makes a pan of brownies and sets it on the counter and then goes about her day, then comes back to the counter to take a nibble, and then later a slice to even out the corner, right? You know, who hasn't done that? Maybe no one will notice that I took a few bites if I even it out, right? Then at the end of the day, she comes back to the counter and looks at the pan and asks, wait, where did it all go? Who ate all my brownies? She, of course, quickly realizes it was her the whole time. Dang. It's the worst when that happens, right? So she says, just like those little bits of calories add up and show up on our hips, you're not alone, Sister Skarda, that nibbling on spiritual brownies throughout our day can make a difference in our lives. And we don't have to step away from our lives because we might be in a different season of our lives. So Christ can come to us when we take time to remember him throughout our day. Those spiritual nibbles matter. Don't you just love that? I feel like I need to make some brownies again just to test this theory again. Who's with me? So the next time the adversary tries to tell you your spiritual nibbles don't count, tell him that we just learned that by small and simple things, great things are brought to pass. Tomorrow, I want to play a game with you called Two Truths and a Lie. Are you in? Until then, stay strong, warrior.